For 120 years, Women Rising has been a vital force in Hudson County, helping women and their families move from crisis to stability and from survival to success. Whether it's escaping domestic violence, finding safe housing, or gaining the skills needed to re enter the workforce, Women Rising is there. Joining us today are Lisa Giuriceo, Fund Development Director, and Margaret Abrams, Domestic Violence Response Team Coordinator, to talk about the organization's mission and how the public can support it, including at the upcoming RiseUp Golf Tournament, which is August 25th at Skyway Golf Course in Jersey City. Lisa and Margaret, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Ken. Thank you for
Good to
having
have you
us.
both. You bet. It's good to have you on. You do the Lord's work for sure. And what does Women Rising do for people who haven't? I read about you online. It's amazing what you do and the people you do it with. So tell us about this critical work, how it all got started.
So, Women Rising was founded 120 years ago, and it started with a small group of women looking to make a difference in the community and support other women and community members. And from there, we continue to grow. 50 years ago, we incorporated our domestic violence shelter, being able to house 20 plus women as well as their children, supporting them, empowering them, offering them the resources in order to live a safe, productive, healthy lives with their family. And that's basically what Women Rising is. We have all the services to assist women and their families to become self-sufficient, from workforce programs, working with moms and babies, support groups. We work with in all of the major departments that any survivor of domestic violence would possibly navigate. That would be DCP&P, the court systems, the police departments. So I kind of look at Women Rising like we're a one-stop shop. If we don't have the service available in-house, we have great collaborations within the community in order to refer our clients out. And one of the important pieces of it is we hold all the information confidential. So anybody could come to us looking for services and they're going to receive services. No one is denied. But most importantly, all of our services that we offer are all free and confidential. Lisa, you want to
I
speak
can't even
about the golf?
imagine. Yeah, I was just going to say before you jump into it, I just can't even imagine a young woman going through the stress of raising children and then having to deal with domestic abuse, maybe drugs or alcohol involved in the partner, whatever. I mean, you make a decision as a couple to bring children into the world, and then you have an abuser who abuses a woman, and now she has to somehow supply money and food for the child, take care of her own life, and find a place to live where she's not battered. I can't even imagine having to live that life, and thank God for you folks taking care of them. Just before we get into the golf outing, because we have time, we'll make time for that. You've supported women in Hudson County for, as you said, more than a century. So what changes have you seen, say, in the last few years, with everything that's happened, say, even from the time of the pandemic to now?
Oh, the pandemic actually had a huge impact on the domestic violence world. During it, many survivors weren't coming forward for services. They believed police departments were shut down, because the government was saying everything is shut down, everybody stay indoors. Um, that created extreme chaos within the family. So what we're seeing now, and I could speak in regards to the domestic violence response teams, they're a group of civilians that respond to police departments and do crisis intervention. So they're right there at the time that an incident takes place. So what we're seeing now, which is very interesting to me, is that here we are years out of the pandemic, and yet we are still having some clients just this year alone. There were 10 separate incidents where these individual clients had stated they were just coming forward from the living in that lockdown world because the isolation that occurred during the pandemic and being in that home, they're now starting to be able to uh, be free from the abuser. The abuser's returning back to work, the abuser's returning back to normal activity. And here we were thinking that, we're out of the pandemic, the worst of it is over, because we did hit, once we did come out, we did hit, an escalation in calls. But then it normalized, it went back to normal. And now we're seeing them just, survivors still coming forward stating that, they're just coming out of it, being able to free from that abuser. So it's very interesting. That's to me,
Amazing.
at least.
Well,
And
and
I
thank
did
God
want to
you
touch on
exist.
something, Ken.
Sure.
You spoke about drugs and alcohol in the relationship. And I want to talk about one of the new programs that Women Rising is developing as we speak right now. It's the Abuse Intervention Program. So not only are we providing services to survivors of domestic violence, but we're creating a holistic healing effect for the family. We do realize that domestic violence is a learned behavior, so you're learning to become a victim, if that's what you want to say, and learning to become a perpetrator. So now not only are we providing healing services for that survivor, but we are now addressing the issue with abusers in order to, educate them as well, empower them as well, and hoping that they could then address all the trauma in their life and go back and develop healthy relationships.
Yeah, and hopefully change their lives in the way they treat other people. That's
Yes,
beautiful. That's a
yes,
wonderful because I think all too often people think of it as let's protect the women and let's get those evil abusers in jail when they may also need some help, so that they don't
absolutely.
recreate their abuse with somebody else as well. And Lisa, let's talk about a good thing here, a happy thing. Not that everything that you do isn't good. God bless you for it. But you have a happy event here, if you will, the Rise Up Golf Tournament. What can people expect, and why is the event so very important for your mission?
Sure. So we are celebrating our 120th year, and I think that's just something that New Jersey and Hudson County needs to celebrate. And on August 25th, we're having a golf outing at the beautiful Skyway Golf Course, where we're going to come together, raise funds, because, like everything else, Ken, we need to, put money in the cookie jar so that we can continue these wonderful programs. Women Rising has a 24-hour hotline for anyone that needs help. And, all of that costs money. So we need to raise funds so we can continue to provide and expand services that empower, women and families so that they can, uplift the community. And I think that's something that, we would love people to come and join us. The hotline is 201 333-5700. And anyone who wants to find out about our golf outing can visit our website at www.womenrising.org. And you can go in and register. And we hope to see you all out on August 25th with the beautiful New York City skyline behind you. There's not a more beautiful spot, in the tri-state area to play golf than that Skyway Golf Course. So we hope you can come out and join us.
And if they don't play golf and they don't want to go to the tournament, but they want to help, they can go to the website or call that number and make a donation as well, correct?
Absolutely. And they can always, also, drop off, we accept in-kind donations all the time, new clothing, new items. We always, accept donations, for the people that we serve here.
That's awesome. Well, you do an amazing job. Thank you both for doing what you do. And do not miss the Rise Up Golf Tournament. It's August 25th, Skyway Golf Course, Jersey City. Lisa Giuriceo, Fund Development Director, and Margaret Abrams, Domestic Violence Response Team Coordinator for Women Rising. Thank you both for being here this morning, and thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us, Ken. Have a wonderful day.
You bet. It's you are just amazing people. So we're very happy that you are in our community here in New Jersey. Come on again, please. Let us know how things went with the tournament.